so excited to share this with you. This heavy book, The Wine Table, is more than a book just about vino. It's about one Kansan's journey through France and Italy. She sat down in the kitchens of expert winemakers to learn tips, to get those recipes, and of course the pairings, so important at the dinner table. Author Vickie Reh, a fellow K-State grad, actually joins us now in the Price Chopper kitchen. You're from Salina.
I am.
Live in DC now.
Yes.
And you've traveled all over the world.
I've traveled a lot in France and Italy, yes.
So I would just like to say I am very jealous of you, and of course making this big book that actually you just got some exciting news about today.
Yes, I just found out that it is on the Washington Post's list of best cookbooks of the year in 2018. Just this morning.
Well, hey, just on the Washington Post's best list. That's amazing. So I think we got to pour some of this Italian wine to celebrate, right?
Sure, we're having a Pinot Grigio because kind of the whole thing about the wine table is it's written as if you and I were sitting down at a table drinking a glass of wine, and I'm going to tell you all about my experiences cooking and visiting the winemakers.
And that's amazing because it's based off of firsthand knowledge. You were sitting down in the kitchens with people. So is there a certain story that maybe is in this book, maybe from your own personal knowledge that you can just share with us?
So I can talk to you about the winemaker that I visited for this wine. It's really a great place up in northeastern Italy in the area of Friuli. And it's kind of funny because I was late getting there because I got stopped in traffic.
You were late, running late. Okay.
Running late. But he was a great guy, and we talked and we went to lunch, and I learned all about his family's wine traditions. And when I got home, I realized that I had forgotten to write down the recipe for and it was about wild boar. And he wanted you to cook wild boar sausage, so he sent me the recipe, and when I opened the email, it said, first you must shoot the wild boar.
Okay,
and so that was how his recipe started. That's like
starts off with a banger.
Back to the basics right there on recipe production.
And we're actually looking at some photos right now.
That's the wild boar and that's the wild boar recipe, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. And I just want to get an email one day that says you got to shoot the wild boar first.
I mean, I'm happy buying my wild boar because, you know, I'm more about drinking than trouncing through the fields. But
okay, so what do we have here? This probably wouldn't go well with the wild boar.
No, but this is a recipe from that same region, and it's called Frico, and it's a 2-ingredient recipe. It's Parmesan crisp, and we just have it sitting in this little semolina to make it look cute, but you don't have to put it on the little skewers. That's just for a party, so people aren't like, you know, they can walk around.
Fingers in it. Okay, yeah. So why don't we actually take a look at how to make that? Yes,
so it is incredibly easy. The first thing you want to do, though, is you want to have a silicone pat sheet. You can use parchment. If you use parchment, I would spray it with a little cooking spray, and I would lower the temperature just a drop so it doesn't stick. But you just go ahead and you place the Parmesan there, and you just spread it out with your hands. And you want to get it fairly thin, because if you don't get it thin enough, then it doesn't crisp up.
Okay, so this is literally going to just be Parmesan and then some seasonings.
Yeah, so you get to sprinkle the pepper on it. Just grind some pepper on it.
Okay.
And
so this is nice and easy, but it actually looks like such a great party favorite, like you were talking about.
And you know, just make the effort to get good cheese. Sometimes Parmesan.
Meanwhile, I'm literally doing this backwards, trying to shake the pepper out, but now I got it. Okay.
So there we go. Now, with the magic of television, we pretend like we cooked this for 5 minutes. That's all it takes. And I will tell you, please do not walk away because it burns really quickly.
Okay, well, we won't do that. Vicki, before we go, I have to know, what would your actual favorite wine be? Because I'm really enjoying this Pinot Grigio.
I'm into champagne.
Champagne?
Really, honestly.
Okay,
I love champagne. I have 2 chapters on champagne in the book, and it's just... you can drink it with everything.
So that might be why she spent so much time in France.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Well, one more thing. Oh, I'm going to try. One more thing about the cookbook. It is a third, actually your travels, a third wine, and a third food pairings.
Exactly. And it's all just about talking about the foods of the region, the wines of the region, and then what the region itself is like geographically and tourism.